This is the Daily Thunder Podcast. Welcome back. I'm your host, Ryan Woods of the Oral Roberts University. I am with my usual co-host, Daily Thunder beat writer, Brandon Rabar. And we're going to start with a couple shout-outs. And this is going to be very self-indulging. But Oral freaking Roberts is going to the Sweet 16. We like that. We really, really like that. How about that, Brandon?
It's exciting. This small Okie school beats Ohio State and then Florida back to back. I mean, just an incredible story. The state of Oklahoma right now is 5-0 this weekend between Oral Roberts winning 2, OU winning 1, the Thunder winning 1, OSU winning 1, and OSU is about to win another one. So it's going to be 6-0 this weekend.
Oral Roberts runs through the 2006 college football national title teams on their way to the Sweet 16, first Sweet 16 in school history. They hadn't been to the tournament since 2008, the year before I was there, and they were very close to at least twice while I was there, lost in the conference championship. And first tournament win was Friday since 1974. And this is the first time they've ever been past the round of 32. I'm literally in shock. I've had zero expectations, just was so happy to see that they were going to be in the tournament. And here they are, have rolled through a couple of powerhouse programs as a school of, I think their enrollment's like 4,200 they put on the screen. That's around where it was when I was there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, the basketball team is half of their enrollment. I mean, that's how small the school is.
Oh my goodness. All right. Enough of that. I might bring it back up later because it'll hit me again. It's kind of coming in waves. The other shout out we'll start with the Houston Rockets. Okay, the Houston Rockets got dealt a really bad hand this year. They traded Russ because he requested a trade. They granted it, and their best player, their franchise guy, courtesy of Oklahoma City, decides he doesn't want to play for them anymore and essentially quits the team. They trade him to Brooklyn. They get a great haul, and they proceed to nosedive in the standings. And now they're in a great position to add a premier player to the team. I think they've done such a good job, and they continued with that today against Oklahoma City. And we'll get into it, a team that there are multiple teams in the NCAA tournament that are fielding a starting five with an older average age than what Oklahoma City did today.
Yeah, look, I don't know why you're starting this off with congratulations and good job to the Rockets. This team is pitiful. What are you talking about?
They're doing what they should do. They need to lose games. I think they're doing everything I wish the Thunder were doing.
The Rockets have lost 20 games in a row with 2 All-Stars, John Wall and Oladipo on their team, and Christian Wood, who they fancy an All-Star. The Thunder made NBA history by having the youngest starting lineup to win a game all time. So forget the Rockets. Congrats to the Thunder. Good job to them. No, I'm with you, Ryan. This is crazy. The Thunder went all out to try to, kind of bottom out, get a top pick. Kate Cunningham is playing while we are recording this podcast.
Correct.
Watching him play and thinking of him or Evan Mobley with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and these other young guys that the Thunder have compiled, I mean, that is a lot of fun to think about, and it's really depressing to think about one of those guys going to the Rockets instead if they finish 1 through 4. The Thunder have a lot of work to do before the trade deadline on Thursday if they want to get a top 5 pick, because this team just does not know how to lose.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And once again, they have lost the plot. That's kind of why I'm just tongue in cheek congratulating Houston for just being fully committed. I know Steven Silas, poor guy, looked like his dog had been hit after the game. but hang in there, buddy, because you just got there. You're going to be fine, and you may get quite the guy coming in there if they get that number one pick. But as we've said many times, it's just a coin flip for them to stay inside the top four and retain that pick. I believe the best chance they can possibly have is 52% to keep that pick. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but that would leave 48%. That would leave Oklahoma City a 48% chance that that pick goes to them in that 5 to 7 range. So it's not a for sure thing, and I think the more Oklahoma City wins games, the excitement around draft night will have pretty much everything to do with whether we get that Houston pick or not. So kind of a wild game. Kind of a wild game. They got an amazing performance from Lou Dort, uh, the Dorter chamber. The play he made, the ground he made up on that last block on John Wall was pretty epic.
Yeah, Lou Dort was the only starter to play tonight, and the Thunder rest four guys. They're like, okay, we'll let one starter play. We'll let our undrafted sophomore defensive specialist play against Wood, Oladipo, and Wall. What could go wrong? Oh, Lou Dort scores 23 points and makes the game-winning block. I mean, it's just unreal the ways that this team finds to win, regardless of who's out there. I feel like a broken record, but it's a testament to this team for buying in and for the effort and energy, and it's a testament to Mark Daigneault. And Lou Dort just continues to show what a bargain contract he is, and that he is absolutely kind of core player number 2 next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know what the rest of the young guys are going to look like in the future, who's going to stick around, who may be a part of trade packages, and what potential they may reach or not. But I know that Lou Dort is kind of guy number 2 for this rebuild at the moment, you know, in addition to whatever draft picks they get over the next couple of years, you know, hopefully high guys. But, I mean, Lou Dort, his shot, you know, he was 3 of 9 from 3, but every 3 that he hit was big. And then again on defense, I mean, he's just smothering. You're never going to outwork Lou Dort. Outworking Lou Dort is like trying to out-tank the Rockets. It's not going to happen.
And we should note the Thunder's starting lineup, Roby, Poku, Dort were all had negative plus minus numbers. Moses Brown was a +2, as was Maladon. Like the starting unit wasn't necessarily crushing Houston. They played them pretty much even, if not a little behind. But this second unit, you've got Ty Jerome at a +10, Kenrich Williams at a +9. So your 2 studs off the bench, and then you see Svi. I'm gonna try to get this right. Svi Mikhailuk.
Okay.
Are we pronouncing the K or no?
No, the K is silent. According to the official Thunder press guide pronunciation, it's Mihailuk. The way I'm telling people, it's like you're telling a Jedi that you just smoked a bunch of CBD. Mihailuk.
I saw that tweet. That was very, very good. So yeah, he was 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Like he was touted as a shooter. We've seen him be a good shooter in Detroit before. He's just 23 years old. That was the part that I did not realize. I was not surprised at all to see him come in and like splash threes, especially off this Thunder bench. The way that the season has gone, 15 points for him. But I guess it just slipped my mind. I thought he was older than that. I thought he was like 26, 27.
Yeah, no, he's only 23. He was only taken 2 picks, I believe, after Hamidou Diallo in that same draft. So it's kind of funny that they were traded. They have basically the exact same contract, both expiring after this year. You know, I was kind of high on Mihailuk when he came in. He had a really good year with the Pistons last year. He shot 40.4% from 3. He averaged 9 points a game last year. He looked solid. it's hard to judge, this shortened season with the Pistons, possibly the worst team in the NBA. A guy like that who's a shooter and a scorer kind of relies on other guys, for spacing and to set him up. It's kind of hard to judge him off of this season. So it was just a better fit, I think, than Hami. I love Hami, but for what the Thunder are now transitioning to, which is everybody can handle, shoot, play make, he fits better, and he's going to be cheaper on a second contract if the Thunder want to bring him back than Hami would have been.
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to Oklahoma City's bench. They got two players in double figures. Mihailuk with 15, and then Justin Jackson with 15. He went 5 for 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3. So pretty awesome night for the Thunder bench. Again, without Shea, no Muscala, no Baisley, no Horford, no Hill. Like they found a way to do it. I thought Teo made some really, really big buckets in the last couple minutes of that game. A couple really impressive drives, strong drives. From the camera angle, it looked like he was really well defended, but he got the ball up onto the glass. I was very impressed with his poise and his playmaking late in the game.
Yeah, Teo, he really looks like a lottery rookie this year. Now I'm talking like late lottery. When you look at the numbers, the points and assists, rebounds, steals, all those things, he's playing like maybe the 12th, 13th best rookie this season. And he was the number 34 overall pick taken in the second round. We knew he was a steal when he was taken, and he's playing like a steal. Mm-hmm. He never looks rattled. He's always under control. Like you said, even in clutch time, he looks solid. He's never going to wow you with his athleticism. He's not that kind of player, but his IQ and his skill set really advanced for a 19-year-old rookie.
Did you know he was coached by Tony Parker?
Yeah, Tony Parker. Okay.
Some people are saying.
I didn't know whether to make fun of you for you just found that out, or if you were messing with me, or just roll with it. I'm like, oh, honey, you didn't know that?
No, not messing with you. Just trolling the fact that gets said anytime he gets brought up. Oh, did you know he played for Tony Parker's club in France? It's like you have to say it. It's like a prerequisite. If you say his name, it's like Michigan State presented by Rocket Mortgage. Houston got 27 from Christian Wood, 23 from Oladipo, 24 from Wall, and 18 from Daniel House, and it wasn't enough. Pretty amazing. They got nothing from the rest of their crew. Poor DJ Wilson.
Yeah, and Kevin Porter Jr., they kind of fancy that he's a guy this season. They still have on paper the Rockets should have beat the Thunder. There's no way around it. You can say Wall's coming off injury, Oladipo's coming off injury, Wood's coming off injury. That's true. Yeah, they traded away some guys, but the Thunder had the second youngest starting lineup of all time. The Thunder were starting rookies and undrafted sophomores, and there's no way around it. The Rockets should win. The Rockets had more talent. The Thunder just had more hustle, more energy, more want to, more defense, and a really good coach.
Yeah,
and I like Silas. I think he's going to be a good coach. I think he's in a no-win situation. I think he's with players who aren't buying in or just kind of giving up. I don't think it's on Silas whatsoever.
Yeah. It's a weird year to try and evaluate a guy like that. Like he's gonna get a long leash and plenty of time to put his prints on that team for sure.
Yeah. I just it's hard not to talk about the Thunder's draft picks when talking about this game, because it's very evident that they got to win, and that's very impressive. And they made NBA history, and they didn't want to. like they want a Cade Cunningham or a Kuminga or a Suggs or a Green or a Mobley. That's what they want, and they just cannot lose games. Like it's they've got the Wolves coming up tomorrow, and I'm like, what are they going to do? They already rested everybody tonight. Are they going to rest everybody tomorrow too? Because they haven't been doing that. And if they
Right.
play everybody, then that's another win.
And you're playing another team who has every incentive to lose games.
Right.
Minnesota
Exactly.
Minnesota loses that pick outside the top 3, so and they lose it to Golden State. Like it's kind of wild. Like the Thunder find themselves in a very interesting position with these two games because they're playing against two teams that they are completely incentivized to lose games. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many people play for Minnesota, and we'll see what kind of lineup Oklahoma City rolls out there. What do you predict as far as who plays?
I think that I'm not sure. I don't know what to expect at this point because they've kind of gone all out with trying to rest guys,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's a back to back, and they just
Right.
haven't done this, and it's
Right.
hard to. But here's the deal: technically, this wasn't rest. Those guys were injured. Sprained toes and boo boos on their
Sore
on their pinky on
sore
their
shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm not making fun. I think what the Thunder are doing are smart. It's smart. You watch these guys, these college guys, and it's the right move to try to get one of these guys. And so I'm all in on if they list Shea and all those guys as sore shoulders tomorrow, I'm all in. I guess there will be even more pressure now to drop a game tomorrow, since they won a game that they were trying to lose today. So I would predict that Shea's going to play and Dort's going to sit. Horford, they'll probably sit. That's my guess for now. Maladon maybe sits. Last time they had a back-to-back, they kind of like shifted. Like the guys who rested on one night played the next night and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I'm trying to be careful with my words, Ryan.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm with you. So Oklahoma City is now tied in the standings with New Orleans. They have identical records, 18 and 24. Oklahoma City's 5-5 in their last 10, and they are, let's see, 2.5 behind Memphis for 10th.
Yeah, the Pelicans are they made trades and they made moves to try to win, and they have an all-star this year in Zion. They have an all-star from last year in Ingram. They have a guy that's coveted by a lot of teams, Lonzo Ball, Steven Adams. They should have a better record than a team that's trying to lose in the Thunder. And the Thunder are so close to the play-in game, it's just ridiculous. They're closer to the play-in game right now than they are a top 5 pick, Ryan. That's just absurd.
It is absurd. It is absurd. I can't believe it. They're winning these games with the B team. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're gonna be are we at Minnesota tomorrow night? Let's see.
Yeah, at Minnesota tomorrow night.
At Minnesota, and so we'll see. It's going to be another very important game, as they all are at this point, and we've got a very exciting week as far as the trade deadline coming up. I would imagine that the Presti will not get very much sleep over the next 6 to 7 days.
Yeah, this week is going to be huge for the Thunder moving forward. If they have any chance at all to lower their, or I guess boost their odds for getting a top 5 pick, it's going to have to be via trade, because if for some reason Hill, Horford, and Muscala stick around, and then you got to play him, at that point, all bets are off.
This is the week to turn on your notifications on Twitter. Woj, Shams, Mark Stein, obviously Royce, obviously Brandon. We're going to be having some news coming down the pike this week.
Yeah, I fully expect lots of trades from the Thunder. At the very, very least, George Hill and Mike Muscala, 50-50 on Al Horford. And then, random other guys could be gone as well, like a Justin Jackson or, guys like that I could see as well. Just, as maybe salary filler or sweeteners, maybe some young guys could be included as sweeteners. So we'll see. I think it's going to be an exciting week for the Thunder because Sam Presti tends to do really well when there's a few teams that want players that he has, and I think
Yep.
that's happening with George Hill at the very, very least.
Really high on my wish list is for them to deal George Hill to the Warriors and get the protections off of that first round pick that they got for Oubre.
Yeah, that would be huge if they could, and they could do it. The Warriors still want to win this season, and I could see a deal happening where they take the protections off. You know, if you give them George Hill and say take the protections off, all of a sudden they're probably going to land in that 21 or better spot, maybe. But it ensures that you get a first round pick for it, and
Exactly.
you know maybe they still don't. Maybe you get the 18th pick or something. And at the end of the day, if you're trading Oubre and George Hill for a first round pick guaranteed in this class, I take that.
And we're talking about more ammunition to move up. You know what I mean?
Right, right, exactly. If you finish, say, let's say that you get a 7th overall pick, but you really want one of those 5. If you combine, say, 7 and 15 and 21, that may get you up to 5. There's just so many options for the Thunder and for Sam Presti, the more picks he has, especially in
Exactly.
this loaded draft.
Exactly. Because we're talking about at that point, assuming that let's just assume Houston keeps their pick. We're talking about Miami's pick, Golden State's pick, and our own. That three firsts in the top, let's say 21, 22, is pretty solid, especially if ours is somewhere in like the 6 to 7 to 8 range.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it really
Um,
is. The Thunder are going to have a good draft. It's just it could be an epic draft where you
yeah,
get a top 3 pick and then the number 5, 6, or 7 pick from Houston, or it could be a good draft where you
hmm
get the 8th pick and the 19th pick, and there's so many ways. The lottery is going to be so important for this franchise's future.
yeah, it's gonna be insane because think if they were to land their own in the top 5 and then get Houston's and get the protections off this Warriors pick. We're talking
Oh,
about that would be unbelievable.
yeah, it could be incredible. I mean, the Thunder could end up with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green, or they could end up with Corey Kispert and some dude in the 20s who I don't know because I haven't done the research on that. I
Hey
mean,
now, hey now, bring me Corey Kispert.
yeah, I like Corey Kispert actually.
Bring him to Oklahoma City,
I like him,
please.
but I would like him as the second
He's
draft.
your
That draft.
exactly. He's your he's your backup. He's your backup hitter. You know what I mean? Like you're one to throw a fastball with that first pick, and then bring Corey Kispert as your off speed with that second top 10 pick because he would be just incredible. I think he's going to be so good no matter who picks him. I love watching him.
Yeah, he's really good. I'm telling you, I like him more than Tyler Hero. Like coming out of college. Like I'm not saying right now or anything like that, but
Oh,
I think
for
he
sure.
could.
For
I
sure.
think he could ultimately be better than Tyler Hero. I'm pretty high on him as well. I'd love like a Mobley and a Kispert from this draft.
Yeah.
And I think that watching March Madness, it's kind of getting Thunder fans even more excited about the idea of some of these young players, but then at the same time they keep winning these games. So increasing the excitement and increasing the frustration, but at the same time, a tip of the hat. Again, don't mean to be a Debbie Downer because they won a game. I mean, it's impressive how the team is playing. It really is. But man, you want a top 5 pick.
All right, let's wrap it up there. I want to go watch the end of this game.
Yeah,
Brandon, thanks a lot for joining me, and we'll be back at it tomorrow night after the Minnesota game.
thanks, Ryan.
Take care, Thunder fans. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.